While we all know that we should care for our physical and mental health, it's often the last thing on our minds. We live in stressful times, and even though technology can make our lives easier, there are more and more tasks to manage in our daily lives. So, let's look at some tips on how to take care of yourself mentally and physically in a way that is both efficient and doesn't take too much time. Number 1 is sleep. If you don't sleep well enough, everything else will be useless in the long run. A lot of people have trouble falling asleep. I'm not going to tell you not to look at your phone or monitor for 2 hours before bed because it's bad for you. But I can give you some tips on how to calm down after you get into bed, turn your brain off and fall asleep faster. First, breathing exercise 4-7-8. Place the tip of your tongue on your upper plate. Inhale through your nose into your lower abdomen for 4 seconds. Hold your breath for 7 seconds. And then slowly exhale through your mouth into your lower back for 8 seconds. Repeat until you fall asleep. Another way to stop the flow of thoughts is to redirect them to random things. Relax and start thinking about completely random objects, things, people, anything. Close your eyes and in your head say whatever words come to mind. For example, unicorn, square, car, and so on. Just, non-related stuff. Continue until you fall asleep. And one last personal tip. Because I'm quite a car enthusiast, I do this. I recite the alphabet in my head and for each letter, try to remember the brand of car that starts with that letter. American Motors, Bentley, Chevy, Daihatsu, E is always missing, Ford, GMC. It really works. Are you a cat lover? Great, do the same with cat breeds. Now that we can see well, let's move on. Exercise. It's hard to give specific advice here, but believe me, every 10 minutes counts. There are 100 apps that offer you a million videos of 10-minute exercises, and there really is something for everyone. You don't have to jump, you don't have to sweat, you don't need equipment. You can just stretch, try yoga, or dance to your favorite songs. Find what you enjoy and do it twice a day for 10 minutes. Instead of scrolling, instead of making that 355th cup of coffee. But if you can manage it, go for brisk walks. I think that's the best thing you can do for yourself. Walking is the most natural thing for our bodies, and working in nature is very relaxing also mentally. Or combine the two, one short brisk walk and 10 minutes of exercise. And if you are not motivated by the fact that you are doing it for your health, remember, sitting at a computer for long periods of time causes the brain to become under-oxygenated. It's hard to concentrate, you're less creative, you get tired early, and this will, for sure, negatively affect your trading results in the long run. Another point, relax and just be. Have you ever tried to just sit down for a few minutes and turn off all thoughts? To forget all your worries for a moment? Sounds easy, but trust me, it's bloody hard. Try it. You can use all sorts of breathing exercises, take a warm bath or shower, have a quiet cup of tea, or go for a quiet walk and just breathe and enjoy the moment while listening to your favorite music. Then, self-care is also important. And this point is especially to those who work at home. The idea of being in PJ all day, not having to comb your hair, just get up and go work on the computer. That sounds great, right? Well, no, it does not. Follow the rituals as if you were going to the office. Get up, wash your face, brush your teeth, comb your hair, and change out of your PJ. Keep your workspace clean. It may be hard to believe, but our subconscious affects us in fascinating ways. If we dress in our PJs every night because we go to bed afterward, it's deeply ingrained in us. And we don't want to tell our bodies it's time to rest when we are trading, do we? So, take care of yourself and take care of the environment in which you work. And then there's diet. This point is going to be very quick because firstly, I'm not a nutritional therapist. But secondly, we all already know how to eat, but we are just too lazy to follow it. Anyway, throw away the processed food, the sodas, the fast foods, drink lots of water, and eat clean. Fruits, veggies, quality protein, healthy carbs, and fats. And finally, consistency, consistency, consistency. Plan everything and write it down into your trading journal. And what about you? Do you have any personal tips? Share them in the comments. Thank you and see you later.